big question that I think we all have at the same time as question, and I want to share this video here real quick. Share this. Um, so I'm going to share it to Messenger. One of the big questions that I have is it it seems now if you're anti tech, which most of us are not. Now that's thrown out on us because we're questioning flock cameras and we're questioning the whole um, data centers, And there's a law that's being put out. I don't know if it's out there going to be voted on or what. I don't know. That if you're against the flock cameras or data centers, you are anti-tech. Really? Look, if we were anti-tech, we wouldn't be using smartphones and computers and gaming consoles and driving electric cars and shit like that. Because EV cars and trucks are considered tech in a way. But if you're anti flock or anti dissenter, oh, you're a threat. No, it's just that when we see flock cameras, we see them as a privacy uh, invader. When we see data centers, we see a place where data is being taken. Your privacy is being invaded. Okay, and this is what they're trying to put at. Oh, you're since you don't like the flock cameras and data centers, you're a threat. No, we're not a threat. We don't want our privacy invaded. Okay, we have a protection in the Fourth Amendment. Okay, um, flock cameras need to go. Okay, they need to go. I've been seeing a lot lately, and I am pissed. Okay, I am like literally pissed off right now because um, I downloaded the Flock app on my phone. I can see a lot of fucking flock cameras, dude, and hey, Reef, how you doing, man? Um, I mean, privacy is a human right, man. We have a right to privacy, even under the Fourth Amendment. You know, um, don't say bad words, dude. I didn't say a bad word. I said flock camera, man. Flock camera, man. FLOCK. Faison, yo, I'm new here. Okay, right on, right on. The thing is, the flock cameras, not the fuck cameras, flock, FLOCK. All right. Thank you. Um, Now they're trying to say if you don't like flock cameras and if you don't like the data centers, you're a threat and should be criminalized. Well, well, there's nothing wrong being against. Have you watched the new Have you watched the new Michael Jackson movie? No, but I've seen scenes, a few scenes, and but not the movie, man. No, I've seen a few tidbits here and there from cut scenes and whatnot, but the whole movie, no. No. the way he was raised by his folks, his mom was sympathetic, but his dad was an asshole. Um, Joe Jackson was an asshole because he saw dollar signs through his kids, and he wanted to get rich through his kids. You know, um, it's kind of like, was it was it name mom's name, Kim K's mom, uh, using her kids to get rich. Chris Jenner, using her using her daughters and her using her daughters um, to get rich, which is wrong, by the way. I am from Anonymous Valley, California, my friend. I'm putting you to time out for that shit. Okay, I'm gonna put him in. I'm going to remove him. No, yeah, they're trying to say, well, if you're against flock cameras and data centers, you're a threat. Look, nobody's a threat, man. No, nobody's a threat. It's just that there are people across the country that are pissed off, as in invading someone's privacy, man. What right do you have as a company? Because cops use it all the time. Cops use it all the time. And basically, we're in a high-tech police state, is what we're in. High-tech police state, you know. Um, it seems that nobody cares about the Constitution, man. Like, you're invading my space, you're invading my privacy through this shit. And people are fighting back by putting bags over their cameras and shit, cutting them down and whatnot. Like, dude, you're invading someone's privacy, dude. Like, it's none of your business what they do, right? And the worst part, a few years ago, if you leave and come back, if you leave for Mexico and come back, Border Patrol we are a couple of years away from. Oh yeah, oh dude, big time, man, big time, dude. And if you come back, for example, a NASA guy went on vacation in Mexico, vacation, works at federal, right, comes back, Border Patrol sees his phone, and which is a federal, and it carries a top secret info, which is like way above their pay grade, man. Okay, if you're a Border Patrol officer, and yeah, in the federal, but the thing is, certain positions have a certain pay grade where you're allowed to see things or whatnot. But Border Patrol officers have no legal leeway, as in what information is on the phone is way above your pay grade. Like, if it's way above someone's pay grade, as in, like, okay, Border Patrol, local officers and whatnot, is way above their shit. So they took his phone and downloaded everything on his phone, including NASA shit, man. NASA is federal, man. Federal. And I agree. We're about a few years away from total surveillance, and I agree. And yeah, and so they're going to criminalize anybody who's against flock cameras. Exactly, my friend. Exactly, man. Exactly. Big time. Big time. Yeah. Law enforcement is the biggest gang in the country, man. The biggest gang. But the people are the biggest resistance against those gangs. Exactly. Exactly. It's kind of sad, you know. It's kind of sad. You see these officers and shit, man. Have no idea what the law is, man. They get mad when someone knows their rights. Oh, you think you know a little better than me? Yes, yes we do. How and why? Because we read, we research. We don't spend 6 months in the academy jerking off the family dog, man. We read, we research, we pay attention. We open our eyes and ears and our minds. See, most of these badge wearing assholes don't really get it. It's all assholes and elbows, man. Egos, assholes and elbows, you know. The badge amplifies their ego, their arrogance, and stupidity. Yeah. See what's funny? How you have a right, okay? Hear me out. You have a right to live off the grid, okay? Now, you have a right to collect rainwater, right? Yeah. Dan knows areas. Dan, no, serious, man. No, serious. You have a right to live off the grid, collect rainwater, and use solar as your power. Now, in most, well, all cities, local and shit, you know, everything else, you have to attach yourself to the city's power and water. Fuck that shit, right? The reason is they don't want you to live within your means. Oh, God damn it. You know, seriously, God damn it. Shit. They don't want you to live where you're away from government. They want to monitor your ass, man. Right? Okay, if the water comes from the sky, who owns the sky? Nobody. Nobody owns it. Nobody owns it. Nobody owns the sun, right? Nobody owns this water that comes from the sky, right? And if the city finds out that you have a big barrel of rainwater, you use it for watering, cooking, cleaning, and all that shit, they would cite you for illegally collecting rainwater. Oh, you need a permit for that. No, go fuck yourself. No, you don't. No, you do not. It's God is basically giving you free water from the sky when it rains. These dumbasses think, well, if you go solar, well, we're gonna ticket you. No. If I own land and I put a mobile home on it, I install my own water source. I install my own power supply. I don't need PG&E. I don't need any of that shit. I can live free off the grid on my own terms. I don't need a three-piece suit wearing cocksucker telling me, "Oh, we're going to send you to court." Why? Because you're not getting money out of me. You fucking three-piece suit wearing pansy. You're mad because I choose to live on my own, be free from straggling, cocksucking, three-piece suit wearing assholes. In Germany, we have a carbon tax. Shit. In California, if you want to leave, you're taxed too. Like, how about get rid of the property tax? You own your property, right? The property tax is nothing more than a land hostage. You own your property, you own your house on it, right? Yeah. But they tax it because if you don't pay your property tax, your home goes into foreclosure and shit, you know. I mean, you don't pay property tax anywhere else in the world. You don't. You buy your house, you own your property. That's how it goes, right? But here in the States, oh no, you gotta pay your property tax, right? Yeah. So all these taxes, gotta pay this, gotta pay that. It's all going to the Federal Reserve, man, you know. Yeah. You know, it just pissed me off that, you know, I want to live. Oh, god damn it. My fucking shit's all. Oh, shit. I want to live where I can live. They want to implant digital IDs in house prices are high. Oh, I know. I know. It's all to keep track of you. Basically, it's 1984 every year. There's a movie that's supposed to come coming out over 10 years ago called Great State, right? Great State, you know. But the guy that was doing the film ended up dying. Him, his wife, and his daughter ended up found dead. You know, they say, "Oh, it was a murder suicide." No, it wasn't. No, it was not. I I ain't by that, man. You know, it wasn't. It was straight up assassination, man. It's like that a pilot, him, his son and daughter, and their dog were killed, dude, for writing a book. For writing a book. Now it seems that if you work in government or used to work in government, now you gotta have your work looked at and checked by the CIA. Just in case you don't tell any secrets to the world. The people are going to know anyway. Okay, they're going to know anyway, no matter what, man. You know, no matter what, man. No matter what. And the digital ID, shit, man. I won't get one. I will never get a digital ID. I want to keep my ID what I have. You know. We got a win for Linux. Linux got a win this week. Linux, the operating system, got a victory this week. And now Linux, one of the very popular operating system for the Android and shit. Linux is used by hackers and IT guys and shit, you know, and privacy uh, advocates. It's been mentioned at the TED Talks, the hacking conventions, and also mentioned by the uh, uh, Frontier, was it the Frontier Foundation, the was it the trying to think here. The Freedom Foundation, some organization. They want to use digital ID with bank account, passports, visa, and shit. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. Make sure you get. I'll tell you what. If shit hits the fan, digital ID, all that shit will not work. I'll tell you what. Your best bet. Look. Don't use hundreds or 50s or 20s or 10s. Ones and fives are better. If you're lucky, scrounge up about $2,000 in ones and fives. Put them in a little pouch. Don't think, oh, I got 100. No. $100 ain't going to save your ass when shit hits the fan. Okay? When the internet goes down, shit goes down, right? The power grid, right? Power grid goes down. Holy shit. Internet, cell, all it's going to go down. I'm looking at thinking ahead. I'm really thinking ahead. And there's a prepper, call it the prepper desk. It's an internet, off-grid internet. And it's there's a book out that teaches you how to survive. And it's done by Navy SEAL. That shit, Anybody in the service that can live off the grid, dude, those are the guys, men and women that can survive a lot longer than anybody, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, you gotta think, well, I got a cell phone. No. If a cell goes down, your phone is shit. It's brick. The best bet is to get a Baofeng EV5R. It's a UHF, VHF, FM radio, right? Also, make sure you get a radio that runs on batteries, right? Because you could use AM radio. Because FM is dead. FM will be dead, AM, analog, man. Analog, dude. Analog. Also, I want to throw this up there too. If you live, I don't know about this, but you definitely need guns and gold. Yeah, exactly, man. Guns and gold, but it has to be the old, the very, 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 very old. Okay, those can be used, man. Coins and shit like that, gold and whatnot, and even silver too. So and whatnot, and what shit, We're about 25 minutes in, and yeah. We all are gonna wake up, folks. I say fuck these flock cameras, fuck the data centers. All they are, and it's nothing more than to collect private information and store it, so they can use it for blackmail. And shit. So well, and way they already are, because it's the establishment that's like we have an election here in California, in LA. Karen Bass, who's a communist LA mayor who visited Castro over the years. She's the second LA mayor, a second communist LA mayor since Antonio Vergara. And she's in deep shit now. And you got that Steve Hiltman, Steve Tillman, who's the head of his name was Xavier Becerra. He was the California AG under Newsom until he got a spot on Biden's cabinet, and he's running for governor because he wants to continue Newsom's bullshit. Well, they're evil, yeah. Communist, socialist, Marxist, fascist, they're all the same thing, but just given a different name. Communist, fascist, socialist, Marxist, all the same, but under a different name. Yeah. Communist, socialist, fascist, Marxist. All the same thing, but under a different name. They're categorized and given a different meaning, but they all mean the same thing. No, it's not. Yes, it is. What's communism? What's socialism? What's fascism? What's Marxism? All the same fucking thing, but just given a damn different name and meaning. That's all it is. What's Antifa? Pansy rejects who could afford if they depend on it. Why? Because each of them have their head as far each other's asses. Let me rephrase. What is Antifa? Pansy rejects who have their head up each other's asses. Smelling the desperation of what the fuck. It's division among the people and empowerment of the rich, basically. Yeah. Well, actually, Antifa is the left-wing militant of the Democrat Party, but they look like a reject from clown college. Antifa and BLM are rejects from clown college. Yes, exactly. All right, guys, we're about 30 minutes in, so I'm going to go ahead and leave here, and I'm going to call it a day. Thank you guys for coming, and thank you, King, and Julius Caesar. Thank you, my friend. And my name is Reverend Ordo, and this has been the Anonymous Republican Network. If you're new to this channel, like, subscribe, comment below, and always live healthy, happy, and wise. I love you guys. And also, you can donate to this channel through my Cash App. for only a price of a cup of coffee. No more, no less. It's in the channel. It's in the channel description. And peace out. Godspeed. Buddha bless. And quote the Raven. These nuts.